So then that's why recently, like when I went to work, basically what I would do is I'd come back from work and I'd have nothing to do, right? There's literally nothing you can do in Auburn Hills, Michigan, and I did not have a car. So I couldn't go anywhere. What I do is I come back from work and I go to the gym for like 2-3 hours, right? And then I come back, and then that nighttime would be empty. And then at the beginning, I did a lot of Java work, right? So I worked on a lot of Java, and then after that, I learned about making a website. I had like barely any experience making a website before, and then slowly and steady, like my website was really bad before, now it's pretty good. Still working on it, but once you have like something to do, once you set like your mind to it, and you make it part of your routine, it's hard to deviate from that, like, because you always want to do it, and it has to be something that interests you.
Yeah.
If it doesn't interest you, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you won't have that motivation to keep going. So like on my website, I had that motivation to keep going and be like, oh, this is so interesting. I want to keep learning about it. I want to keep working on it more. So my website did that. I was working on Java, and then soon once I like finished working on my website, that was the hard time I had because I was trying to do app development, and then I didn't have Wi-Fi, like quality Wi-Fi to get started and download the packages and stuff. So I kind of hit a roadblock in like the last month. So like my last month I feel like was kind of wasted, even though I was working like 8 hours a day. But then after when I came back, I wasted like that other 8 hours that I have awake. You know what I'm saying?
Because like you don't have stuff to do.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything to do. So like that's one thing I don't want to do again. I don't want to waste all that time I had to actually like develop myself and learn more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know that's why like even throughout winter break right now, so we don't have like anything to do. But this helps so much.
Yeah.
Just because it's something like I'm interested in, and it takes like what, maybe how long do you think it takes to record? It takes us from like 12 to say like 4. So like 4 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when I come back, my computer's kind of trash, so it takes like 4 hours just to render it, or like 2 hours more accurately. It takes like 2 hours just for that to go in my computer, 2 hours for me to like actually edit it, and 2 hours for me to actually put it onto YouTube, like process it and everything. So that's like, that whole process is like 10 hours, and then we go to the gym for like maybe 2, right? That's 12 hours right there. That's like half a day. And then so like I barely have any time to watch YouTube, which is like really, really productive for me.
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm actually doing stuff the whole day. Or then like since I'm at home, obviously I'm hanging out with like family and stuff too. So like that takes up a portion.
As you're saying about like being in Michigan, like not doing stuff, I remember like, so junior year, like end of the year, so like, I had AP tests, I had tennis. So like tennis is like in the spring, right? So it's like, it's weird because like I remember, you guys know A-Push, right?
Yeah.
So we played a Conant the day before the test. So like, and I went home I think at like 6, 7. So there's not much time to like study and stuff. Yeah, I remember I had tennis, I had AP tests and like, just like stuff, right? So not much time. I was always on the go. Then I remember like, then the summer came. I had nothing to do. And like I remember they gave us iPad literally the whole day. I'd probably like maybe wake up at 10, YouTube the whole day. That's when I got to Casey Neistat. Him the whole day, and maybe at like 6, 7, I'd wait for like Umar, so that we would play tennis. That was my highlight of the whole summer. And like I just felt brain dead. I was like, I hate doing nothing. And then like senior year hit, then it was nice because like when we had college essays, I was always on the go again, and it felt nice, felt productive. Then after like the college deadlines, they all went away. I again, it was like a brain dead period because I had nothing to do.
I think for me it was like
I hated doing
after college essays. I feel like we just hung out. Like that was just
even
fun.
before we hung out though. Like you remember like Pi-Fi and everything.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like that was productive too in a sense because like now looking back at it,
I loved doing that.
Yeah, it was like so much fun. But like, yeah, like I know what you mean. Like same for me. Like if I watch YouTube the whole day, like once not even that. Like
you want to stop.
Like you just want to stop, and then like for me at least, I just feel tight. I feel like I've been like I just feel like agitated and stuff. That's what happens to me.
There's a point where like also like say you even like worked out in a while, you just feel like
I feel like
yeah, no, me and Rajan were talking about
we're
that.
so lethargic.
Yeah,
and,
no, we
just
were like,
done.
me and him, we were talking like, if I don't play basketball, if I don't work out,
Mhm.
like my legs start like tighten up. I just feel
It's
I just feel like
it's weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I felt this maybe a year ago, but
Yeah.
like maybe because I've been working out more regularly, but like, yeah, it's like not physically, but like it's like just there's like stress in the muscle that needs to be like
yeah, you need like
expressed
you
somehow.
need to let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like sometimes like
Mhm.
even if I just like stretch or like just doing that,
yeah.
like it feels better than
Mhm.
like just
Yeah.
sitting.
It's
Yeah,
the,
for me it's
like,
like
any movement.
exactly. It's like I have to like do like at least like 10 push-ups or something real
Some-
quick just to like calm myself down.
Yeah.
I feel like exactly that feeling we
Yeah.
have with our muscles. It's the same thing with your brain, dude.
I bet.
It's the exact same thing. If
I
you
mean, your
don't
brain's
like,
a muscle too.
yeah.
So that's like
well,
it's
an organ. I don't know if it's a muscle, but it's an
Maybe it doesn't work the same way, but yeah.
Like, but I feel like it's the same kind of thing. Like, if your brain is just like dull for like you're just watching YouTube for like 50 hours a day, you know, like you're wasting all that time, all that mental capacity to be constantly learning, like
Mhm.
constantly like developing your brain. Because we're at an age where our brain is still not even fully developed, right? I don't think it develops until like 25, yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
after that, like
we're still in a period where we can learn a lot and still become a lot like better as even like a human being and like become more intellectual. So we should like use that time that we have to not just waste it and just never reach our potential. You know, like if as long as like we keep learning, we're gonna get closer and closer to like where we could potentially be and where we want to be, right? Where we want to reach our goal, right? So and I feel like even for myself, like I kind of create an excuse, like I'm like, all right, so this is break, so like I shouldn't do anything, you know, right? Like there's always that excuse, and like you're like, oh, when I get back to school, I'm gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
And then it doesn't. It ends up
the routine breaks.
It ends up not happening. So like what I've been recently trying to do is like, no matter what, if I'm on break, no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna set aside some time to dedicate to learning something. Like, or I'm gonna be doing app development today. I'm gonna be reading today. You know, like so you have to like specifically. It takes effort. It's always about effort. It's like you always need to put that little extra to actually set aside time to do it. Because if you don't set aside that time, you're never gonna do it. You're always gonna be like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when I go back to school. I'll do it when I have some time over the weekend. You know.
Yeah. No, I was watching something. It was like, I think it was like dieting. I think it was like, if you have like a cheat day, the next day don't think that you had a cheat day the last day. Like so you
It's
and
a
that
mindset,
yeah, it's like a mindset. So it's like every day, if you think that you're eating right every single day, even if you do have that one like cookie or whatever, you're like, no, I didn't have that. I ate healthy the whole day. So you just want to keep continuing eating healthy, like till whenever. But yeah.
I mean, if you thought, but isn't it for that? If you thought you had a cheat day, wouldn't you go harder the next day? I mean,
depends. Maybe if it's like a
Yeah,
workout.
I think
But like dieting, you can't really go hard.
Yeah,
dieting.
you
Oh,
can
yeah,
go
dieting.
hard,
I
yeah.
get. Okay, I was thinking like if it's a workout routine.
Workout.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah,
working
you just want
out's
to kill it.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working out is definitely different.
But working out is different. Yeah, you need to kill yourself every day.
Yeah.
You're
Legit,
not gonna
no.
go. Yeah.
It's like, cause I think on like working out like anything, muscles or like your cardiovascular system, it's just an adaptation to stress. So the more you can, obviously to be safe enough that you stress it to an amount that it has to adapt.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
also,
Like there is.
I don't know what's next.